Hey guys, what's going on? It is Sunday, and oh my god. This is not fall or winter. I'm wearing shorts. Shorts! Whoa. Lighting's not good on this thing. Let me tell you what I'm doing in a sec. We are testing out the Nikon A900. Alright, so real quick, $400 camera, delayed about a year, shoots in 4K, we are shooting 1080p and 60 FPS, because that's how I shoot my vlogs, and we're testing out the camera. That's what we're doing. Now, where am I going? A good friend of mine who used to do YouTube videos umpteen years ago, who was probably one of the original YouTubers, his name's Dave Ciccone, and he did YouTube eons ago. I did a podcast with him, and, you know, he did YouTube videos before YouTube was even up, honestly. He was doing videos like that. Now he's just an angry old guy that just mouths off in the comment section and complains to me about how crappy technology has gotten. Just kidding. I brought my Sony just in case something happens with this, like I've got one battery in it. That's all I've got, so who knows how long it'll last. So that's also what we're testing out. Now, when I did mess with this, it was in my office, and you know, the lighting didn't help it down there, which is weird because my Sony does fine down there. I had all the lights on. It wasn't like I was trying to cheap it in lights, and it just didn't look good. So hopefully it's better out here in the sunlight, but I don't know, from what I've read and heard so far, the image is just soft. It's not a sharp image, and I don't know why, but maybe that's the price, $400 price point. It's not going to be tack sharp, so we'll see. I tell you what, there are two things I like about this camera so far. Number one is the audio is not so bad. And now in the car, I don't know how good it's going to be, you know, because my Sony does pretty good with the windows open. We'll see how this does. But in a controlled environment, such as my office, the audio was good. Number two is the thread point on this camera is all the way on the right-hand side, and the battery door and card are stored all the way on the left-hand side on the bottom. So if I have the stick on, or I'm on this and I need to change the battery out, I don't need to take it off this or this to get the battery off. I wish Sony would do that, because every time I gotta change the battery, I gotta take everything off, get the battery off, put it all back on to do that. That's nice, because right here I can just reach right under the camera, take the battery out, swap it out, and I'm gonna go. And I hope you can hear this. I hope. But what I think I'm going to do is my B-roll for this drive, I'll put the Sony on the flex tripod and we'll shoot that way, because it is gorgeous out today. Has a wind sensor on it, so let's see how good this thing really is, because the Sony does a pretty damn good job when I have the windows open. We're about to go fast, so let's see. And we're off. Alright, so let's see how this does at 65 miles an hour. Can you hear me at all? I hope you can. That would be interesting. That would really be a dilemma if you could hear me better than the Sony. Because if you could, I don't know if I can take the softness of this, if it's soft, because my initial tests show that the video is soft. It's not sharp. So we'll see. Alright, time out. So, editing this right now, looking at the footage, looks pretty good. Now, I don't know what YouTube's going to do to it, but I'm pretty happy with the outside footage on this. Down here, not so much. Now, I did switch this up to a night scene down here because it looked horrible before. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just trying this out. This was so noisy, I wasn't in focus. As I look at the screen here, it looks fine, but when I put it up here, it doesn't. Hopefully this night scene will fix that as I do it, because I did shoot it earlier and it didn't look good. I left the bathroom door open and I didn't want that in the footage, so I'm reshooting this. So I did look at the scene and I tried that to see what this looks like, and we'll see if this is all noisy around here. It just didn't look good at all. But the outside, so far I'm liking it. Well, back to the video. If you can't hear me, then I've got a lot of subtitles to type up, and I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to have to type anymore, because I ain't got time for that. This is the legendary Dave Ciccone, who was YouTube before YouTube was YouTube. Now he's just an angry old man. As I mentioned earlier in the video before I got here, that he's just angry.
Grandfather.
Great-great-grandfather.
The gray.
The gray. I don't know what you're talking about. So, but this is Dave Ciccone. How you doing?
Doing great.
Good. So watching
Big
this,
fan of his vlogs too.
yeah, whatever. watching his son here play on this team, it's just insane. I mean, these guys. His son is at second base, and those guys just put a hell of a rally together the last inning. So they're absolutely killing it. Yeah, he did a site called Mobility Today for 10 years, 11 years.
Yeah.
And that's where he was posting before YouTube was really a thing.
Yeah, I had my own website.
Yeah, there wasn't really YouTube at that point. You were putting stuff up that was just getting hits just being on the internet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ooh, he was doing a podcast before podcasting was podcasting.
Yeah.
He was doing it all before
before it got popular.
Yeah. And then he left when it got popular, and then
and then now look at me.
Now he just works for some small software company that nobody's ever heard of. That's it.
Yeah, I guess that's my career.
I was trying to get him to come back to YouTube, but he had a video on YouTube that went viral of a screen protector, and he put pizza on it.
Yeah, it was back in the day. It was the Zag.
And was it on an iPhone, or was it?
It was on the iPhone 3.
It was on the iPhone 3G.
Yeah, and I poured water all over it, did everything you should have done, and that was before people were killing their phones.
Yeah.
And that was great. I mean, actually, I was talking to the CEO at the time of Zag. He had said that actually really helped them springboard their business, because they got so much visibility from it. They actually linked it on their website, and it was great for me.
It was huge, yeah.
I didn't know what the heck happened when it did, because again, videos didn't get that many views back then.
No.
It wasn't a big thing.
No, but it was viral before viral was a thing. It was pretty funny.
And
so
Google made out on it with their AdSense.
Of course, which you had no AdSense, because it wasn't a thing that we did back then. But you got a lot of visits on your website from that to do all that. So, but yeah, that was the thing, man. You know, and I used to watch all his videos. He was like,
on my podcast.
Yeah, I was on the. I came joined it after. That was a while afterwards. I mean, you guys were doing
talk about it ever, because you're embarrassed of it.
I'm not embarrassed of it. I would talk about it every chance that I got. But you know, you were doing it long before I even came in on it. There was a couple other guys that he was doing it with that were heavy software guys.
Right. Well, I saw you through Carlos.
Yeah, that was through Carlos that he found me. But that's how I got introduced to Mana.
Yep.
And you know.
Yeah, because Michael was also a co-host.
Yeah, he was doing that. Like as his wrestling career was kind of winding down on the heavy circuit. I still got the Nikon, so you could tell it's probably a soft video on that. So, and it's weird. Like this says it's got a, what is this? I'm trying to read the thing on here. Oh, from the knees.
Nice. Got him. Way to go, Alex.
Dave's kid just made a heck of a play in second. I should have turned the camera around. Here, let's get the replay. Oh wait.
Oh, it's gone.
No, there's no replay. This is the Nikon so far, and I know you don't like it.
Yeah, I was showing it behind you.
Yeah. Oh, you have.
I was showing it behind you, and you didn't realize it.
Sorry, I was too busy looking at me.
And I hate it.
Yeah,
it's horrible. Let's go back.
I'm messing with this a little bit more. Obviously, going back, I watched some of the footage. Still not happy with it. I'm messing with this again, trying to see if I can get it looking better down here. I watched the conversation I had with Dave, and I felt like because we were underneath, the lighting wasn't as good, so it kept doing this funky thing where, you know, it was getting too dark and the white balance was kicking up. And that was on auto. And that's what I do with the Sony. And it works just fine, you know, better than this so far. So I need to put them head to head. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to end this here today. And let me know what you guys think down below. You know, again, this is a $400 camera. And, you know, I'm going to do some more side-to-side comparisons this week with this and the Sony. As of right now, I mean, outside it's fine, I think, as long as I have good enough lighting. But I do a lot down here, so I can't have it looking crappy. And again, I mess with the settings. I'll see how this looks. But, of course, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. And, of course, subscribe to get the next one. And, of course, hit the bell. Get all the stuff. You guys know the deal. And thank you all so much for the support, as always. And with that being said, till the next one. See ya!